Hello fellow academics and welcome back to Lectoria. I am looking at the monastery, which has caused me some issues. And I think I figured it out. See when I click on monastery like this? So let's do this again. I'm clicking on the chapel, and then up there you can go one back to the monument. It highlights these three buildings, but not the dorms. What that means is I think I went into this menu, clicked on the monument, then monastery, and then clicked these buildings separately. So these have become their own monasteries, and because they're not connected to this one, they don't work. Alright, so let's go ahead, give this a go. We're gonna destroy these, both of these, and then we're gonna click on this one, click on edit the building, and then click on, where are the dormitories? Rustic, quarters, major. Let's just build the minor ones. Gonna set this up again, just as it was over here. But in this, actually I think we had the major ones, didn't we? So let's go ahead and actually build the major ones then. Alright, place one down over here. The rustic gate in front of it. Now this will already cost us quite a ton. I'm gonna click apply already. Now if I click on this, go one back and see how this is highlighted now. So I do think that was the issue. Alright, with the one dormitory in, we're gonna go ahead and put in the second dormitory. Just as it was before. Right next to it, kind of parallel, but not connected. Because we need to have some separation between our nuns and our monks. For no particular reason, obviously. Alright. And then we're gonna... actually, hold on. Clear this. Destroy this. And destroy this. Let's try this one more time. Clear all changes. Didn't want to do that. Destroy this, destroy this, apply it. Go back in here. Click on this. Click on add a sub-building. Go to the monk dormitory. I'm glad I double-checked. Alright, rotate this around. Push it a little bit further back. And then add our gate to it. Now this actually says monk dorm as part of the monastery. So that seems to have hopefully worked. Now I'm gonna go into edit, add another sub-building. This time the nun dormitory. And then we're gonna do what we've just done before as well. And hopefully, let's parallelize that a bit. Can we move that a bit further back? I guess it is red because it doesn't have an entrance. Lectoria is now a town. Oh, interesting. Alright, anyways, I'm gonna finish building this. Putting the entrance right in front of it. Select build, and then let them do it. Alright. They are happy because all of the... No. Weird. That's not fully in yet. I guess that is okay. Maybe? Oh, look at that. I was actually able to modify this. Man, there's such a learning curve in some aspects of this game. In part, it's very easy. In other part, yeah, it's so not intuitive. Gonna move this just over to here, apply the changes, And there we go. Now it's in the territory, it's fully connected, and they're still building sort of the walls over here. Alright, not entirely sure how I feel about that. That should just not be necessary. Oh, what happened to this guy? Fisherman. Randomly disappeared? That's kind of weird. Alright, anyways. You are full. How are you full? Bread. Oh, that's why. We never stored the bread. Alright. So let's go ahead and actually high prioritize the one for the nuns, actually. Because we have more nuns than we have monks. And this way we should be able to get this in. So now we have become a town. And I'm not entirely sure why, to be honest. Oh, the fair kind of worked out, at least. So that is awesome, because that means I can raise taxes again. Oh, look at that. They're still happy right now. Minus 14, minus 4. They might actually still be happier with that. Alright. And again, once all of this is in, we should hopefully be able to increase our density. I also want to make sure this part right here, now it is set to be a place where people can settle. Interesting. Oh, definitely accept more people. Alright, how's this coming along? Slowly but steadily. Are we producing? We're having a good amount of tools. You are happily producing stuff. Seems like the balance over here is actually quite good. Sweet. Alright. And we do have another fisherman down here now. Overall, in terms of food, we're still a little bit low on meat. So we could actually increase... No, our butcher is full. How do we... There should be a way for us to improve our butcher, right? That's what I would expect. Or maybe not. Extended village. Let's actually unlock the goods market. And you know what? The extended village one as well. Alright. This way. We can go in here. Edit this. Oh, hold on. I just saw. We never assigned bread to this. Here we go. Now we're gonna edit this. I'm gonna add a little goods market basically over here. So I'm gonna set this up to face this direction. And for the goods ones, we're gonna add the blue tent on top. And do we have enough goods for 2? Actually, don't quite know. Let's say apply here. Click on this. Apparently, this is not a goods one. No, it looks like a goods one. Huh. Let's give that a second and then we'll see how this is gonna work out. Gonna make sure that we're gonna like wrap around that fence that we've been talking about. Just again for prosperity's sake. But overall, you know, future worries. Alright, they're actually both in already. And look at that. Somebody is in the vegetable field. And we are actually gonna set the entire thing over here up to be the vegetable field. Ooh. should actually go ahead and make sure our paths are free. Alright. We have at least one person in here. We do not have a person in here. Oh, there we go. Now we have a person in here working. Alright, so that is the issue. Sorry, I forgot your name. Who wrote that comment on my very first video in here. Who said you can't quite expand the monastery. Maybe that was the problem? Let's see. Wasted watts. But yeah, maybe it was something else that you meant. But it could have just been that issue. Right, they're also wrapping up this part here right now. We have a ton of stone now, actually. So it is time to assign another stone worker to this one again. Ton of cloth left. So, oh look, immigration is high now. Excellent. Because we will need more immigration buildings. Or immigration, not immigration buildings. We will need more people. Alright, here we go. We do have one farmer. It's too large. Still too large, still too large. Interesting. Let's see how far we can expand this. Still adequately sized. Still adequately sized. And this is too large again. So here we go. Alright. Also gonna add... Oh no. They will assign this automatically. Right? So I don't actually need to think about this. We do have another farm in there now. So let's go ahead and actually paint some part in there. Wasn't there... Alright. We can go further back. Oh, too large already. Alright, here we go. Second farm is in now as well. I know I only have 2 farmers in there instead of 3, but I think that is okay. Alright. I think it's getting there. Oh, need to unpause you. Also almost fully done with the enclosure space over here. Kind of want to turn this, like put this into a different fortification area, but maybe we'll actually expand over here, put our fortress down on this side, and then use the fortress to kind of build a wall around there as well. I think that kind of makes sense. Alright. Vegetables are coming in. Very cool, very cool. So what is next? They should at some point build this. And the reason why they're not doing this, I never applied these changes. Okay, cool. Anyways, overall I think that doesn't look too bad. Where is actually our forester? Wasn't he... This is our forester camp. Are you struggling keeping up? Maybe not. Anyways, we're doing okay. We're producing tools and access, which is awesome. So you know what? Let's keep expanding our monastery. Add another sub-building. We do have a vegetable garden now. I think an herb garden makes a ton of sense. So we want the herb garden hut. And the way we're gonna place it is right against this building here. Wanna make sure it fits in nicely over there. Here we go. Place that, and then we can actually build our herb garden out up front. And we're trying to, well, make it look somewhat pretty, I would say. Although it is a little bit hard to align them all properly. Trying to make sure there's a little bit of space so they can walk through there. Probably not necessary. But if we place all of it like this, I think this will kind of build a nice cornerstone for our herb garden. Delicate, fragrant. Oh, different ones. Kind of want to try to get all of them in. So one of you. Actually, let's just build one of each for now. Probably move this over a little bit more. Then we have the fragrant one. And then we can place some more like that. Now that looks like a relatively ginormous herb garden. But I'm also okay with that, to be honest. Alright. Add this one right here. What else do we... We have now placed everything. Corner, rope trellis. Let's actually put kind of like a symmetry argument. One over here. And one more. Let's make the fragrant one on this corner. Move this around a bit as well. And then we can still put the corner pieces in if we want to expand this a little bit more. Alright, 10 stone, 3 planks, 14 tools, and 60 wood. I think that is okay. And the way I imagine this, as people are going into the monastery, they actually are hit with the beautiful smell of the herb garden. And overall, you know, hopefully at least, enjoy things like that. Let's make sure this is part of it. This building is part of it. Are these not? Okay, all of these belong to the same one. Yep. Herb garden is in there. Cool. Let's go and see if we can actually just make sure we can, if we wanted to, expand our chapel. That's actually not a problem whatsoever to raise sort of the amount of people it can house. So that's 24, this would double it. So I think we'll actually place an additional building just in the back here. Can we actually move this over? We can actually move this in here. Oh, I kind of like that. So we're also gonna apply this. And again, make our monastery a little bit more impressive. There's something apparently, there's actually a ton apparently we can build. One is a tavern. We do have more decorations that we haven't looked at yet. Okay, cool. And then the fortifications, a village watchtower. Not entirely sure what we would need that for. We are gonna build a monastery. Herbs can fetch a fair price at the market, while manuscripts are important for promoting novices. Alright. What I think we really need is hermitage. Interesting. Alright. I think I'm gonna add one more brother in there. Which hopefully will help all of this kind of grow a little bit further. Cool, cool. Alright, what is this? Trading herbs. Your monastery harvested their first herbs. It's essential to sell these precious resources through trade routes to ensure the profitability of your monastery. As your monastery expands, you'll access even more valuable resources to trade. Alright, assign herbs to a monastic grange. What is a grange? Oh well. Allow sale of herbs. Okay. So let's go in here. Edit. Add another sub-building. Oh. That makes sense. It's basically just another like warehouse for us to build. And I think this is the perfect spot for it. Now we just need to figure out in which direction we're gonna face this. Seems like this would be the right way to go. So we're gonna build that over here. As they are still expanding our monastery. But I think overall this will look actually very, very nice once... are you part of it? You are part of it. Alright. Oh, here we go. We need one more person. Don't know what I clicked on. One more villager assigned, and we can assign resources. Common clothes. Here we go. Which means our villagers should be even happier now. Now, some of them patrol coverage. I think that is the issue. We need more patrollers, which means we need more people. Patrol coverage is pretty good. Houses need to be protected. How do I see... Oh, wow. It's actually quite a few in there. So that definitely increased the density of our village. Alright, I'm gonna assign one more here. Medium density houses require light fortification and sufficient patrol coverage. I think what we really need to do is put in a secondary watchtower, and I feel like this corner right there is actually the exact right thing for us. So a minor tower will do. So we'll place the watchtower right there, make it a little bit taller. Not entirely sure if it actually matters, or if it matters too much. Gonna make sure there is a small entrance already, because then we can rotate this how we need it to be, and also see what it looks like overall. Yeah, I think we're gonna make it a relatively small watchtower. Maybe just like that. Do we have a smaller door? Simple manor entrance. No, that is that one. Wow, that would be way too big. So would this. What about this one? Yeah, this one's fine, to be honest. Alright, so we're building that, which allows us to assign one patroller to this building. Actually, if we are expanding this... Alright, actually not expanding this. But what if we add a simple vestibule? Something more impressive, basically. That's what I'm thinking. So it looks like a little bit more of a thing, right? You know what I mean? I don't like the way this looks, though. So let's see if we... Ooh, that's way too big. Actually, why not this, to be honest? I like that. I like that. So... It did not help, though. Did it? Alright. No, I'm still gonna put it back in. I know, don't have to. But it looked much better this way. Almost like a control place for our city gate over here. Alright. So they're almost done with this part. Oh, we're actually lacking wood. Since when? Crazy. Hunter's hut. Why are you lacking wood? We have 4 woodcutters. I guess we could actually increase this. That's another worker capacity. Oh, and with the wall in there, we're trying to make good use of that. So here we go. Apply this change, and then we can add another woodcutter when we need it in there. We also, I think, need to expand our manor one more time with a treasury. We need to unlock the treasury, don't we? Let's see. Progression. Yep, treasury unlocked. Bailiff's office. Allows you to name a bailiff who can fulfill various mandates. Sure. Why not just get it all done? Alright. So now let's slow this down. Actually, no. Let's allow you guys in for now. And now we go add a sub-building. A treasury. Gonna put a... not a minor hall. Do we have a major hall for this? Oh, it just says manor hall. Alright, with that, we... how much coin does it actually give us? Plus 360. Plus... if we do that, we're kind of covering the chimney. So maybe we'll leave it. Even that covers the chimney. So I think... oh, we could actually do that. That actually, I don't hate it. $390, $480. There we go. Let's build this. And there's another thing going on right here. Mandating the bailiff. Villagers believe we are prosperous enough to be supported by a bailiff. This nominated person will handle critical tasks such as prospecting nearby deposits and petitioning the estates on your behalf. Alright, let's have a bailiff. We have a great hall already. Not that it looks that great, but that is okay. Now we're gonna go in, add another sub-building, bailiff's office. And I think we're just gonna place it on the other side of this one. Turn this around, just like that. See if we have a simple stone. Actually, that looks perfectly fine. So let's build that. Let's also see if we can't modify it. We can actually modify this. I'm gonna make this a little bit taller. But I think only just like that. Apply the changes. Oh, instant. Awesome. Alright, let's have a quick look at our monastery. They are lacking resources. What are you lacking? Iron stuff. You're not actually lacking anything. Okay, here we go. We need to assign, let's actually assign vegetables to one of them and then herbs to the other. And now allow the sale of herbs. So we're gonna go into the royal book. Trade. Not trade, resources. Find our herbs. Sell everything above 10. I want to make sure we have some, like, in storage. Although I'm not entirely sure how quickly they actually produce these. Like if I need to expand the herb garden. I mean, we could just finish the herb garden, to be honest. So, okay, we're now in the herb garden right here. Let's connect this up. Here we go, one there. Then we're gonna have two more long ones, like this. So one here, another one here. And then another corner piece right there. Which I think makes that a very, very pretty herb garden. Apply changes in the hope that this kind of will pan out. I think it might also be quite useful to have a few more of our nuns and monks. So we're gonna add two more to these. Allow two more villagers in. And yeah, I think things are progressing actually quite nicely. And it seems like we can relatively easily extend our monastery. It's just a bit tricky in how it needs to be done, to be honest. Oh, good thing we actually added two more, because obviously we need transporter folks in here. Could add even two more. But actually, I think we're okay for now. Alright, so all of this is basically done. The bailiff's office is also being built. We're a bit short on tools, so could consider creating more tools. We're actually just kind of short on... oh no, they chopped down that tree. On charcoal. And that is because we are short on wood. So let's add more wood. Let's look into the mandates. We could promote people to be a bit more efficient, but I think for now, things are actually okay. All right, time for a sip. And overall, I think our village is coming along. Slowly but steadily. Also kind of want to finish this soon. Oh, look at that. They have now expanded the chapel capacity. Right? Nope. Still resources missing. Oh, I think that's for the herb garden. Let's see. Monastery. does cost us a ton of money. Where do we see what the capacity is? Can I actually... No, can't move this up and down. Oh, there we go. Capacity 48. Alright. So, but look at that. That actually looks really, really nice. I wonder if we could... Let's accept you two. If we could actually move things in this corner. But, you know what? We actually, I've just noticed, reached a population of 100, and I think that's what this is all about. Population hits 100. You've welcomed 100 villagers to your growing community. While still small, the spirit of cooperation shines through. It is a hopeful beginning as you lay the foundation for future dreams. Alright, very well. And you know what? I might take this milestone to end this game, this playthrough. I'll keep the save, just in case people are interested in seeing more of it, seeing what this village can actually evolve into. I've been having a ton of fun. Unfortunately, I wasn't doing so well on YouTube, but, you know, things happen regardless. For those of you who have been sticking around, thank you all for watching. Leave a comment below if you want me to continue or not, or if you have a suggestion what other game we should be looking into. And otherwise, thank you for sticking with me, and hope to see you next time. Bye bye.